Hi girls, today we are going to review the Active Argan Layered Facial, and I got it on evine.com, and then after that I'm going to use the Skinn, S-K-I-N-N, Enlightened Radiance system to moisturize my skin. So let's try it and you're going to see before and after. So obviously this is the before. I have nothing on my skin. I washed my face, I have no moisturizer, I have no serum, no nothing. So let's get started with the Active Argan system. I'm actually going to use a scrub to begin with, and it's step 0 actually. This came with the system, and it comes in a tube. It's a little scrub and you just use it on your clean skin, and it has just the tiniest bit of exfoliation, little small granules that get off all the dead skin cells and kind of prepare your skin for the mask. And I'm using it really gently. I'm not going near the eye area, but I'm kind of invigorating myself as I go along, and it feels really great and it smells good too. Okay, so now I have a warm washcloth nearby. I'm gonna get that out and take off the scrub, and then we'll apply the mask. So you can see I'm kind of wringing out the cloth. That felt good. So after removing the scrub, I'm just gonna pat my face dry, and now we'll move on to, this was the exfoliating polish that I just used. We're gonna move on to layer 1 of the system. So you just take a couple of drops. You see the dropper's about half full. I'm gonna use 1, 2, see if I can get 3 drops out. There it is, 3 drops. So you're gonna want a very thin layer, and what this does is it kind of dissolves the dead skin cells and prepares it for the mask. And the nice thing about this mask, girls, is that you don't have to wait in between layers. You just put them one on top of the other, and you try to massage it in, pat it in really thoroughly all over your face until you kind of feel like it's all absorbed, and then you move right on to the next layer. Okay, so now we're going to step 2, or layer 2, and that is the red algae serum. So I'm gonna put 2 pumps of the red algae serum on my face. And again, it's just the tiniest bit that you need. This kit lasts a really long time because you don't need much. And I've used it once before and I had really good results. My skin was really soft, really glowy. It felt really moist and plump afterwards, and I just loved it. So I thought I'd share it with you, see if you like the results. And if you want to, you can try it. Again, I got it on evine.com. And I'll show you in a minute the website. Okay, so that feels like it's pretty much absorbed. So we're moving on to the next layer, which is Aquamarine Concentrate. Now this is a moisturizing layer. So this is the 3rd step of the mask, and it looks like that. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of put this all over. This feels great. It's kind of cool. Oh, it feels really soft. And you can even put this up in the eye area because it's a moisturizing treatment. So I'm gonna kind of go around my eyes with this and rub it all in. So you see, this isn't taking too long because you just layer it one thing on top of the next. So I'm just gonna pat this in a little more and wait just until I feel like it's being absorbed. You can kind of feel, your fingers feel sort of a tackiness once it starts to absorb. It doesn't feel so smooth and slippery anymore, and that's how I decide, okay, I'm ready for the next step. So I think we're about there. So this is the final layer, number 4, and this is phytomarine mud. So this, you can put a little thicker layer. So we're going to put this all over in a little thicker layer, and we're gonna wait 5 minutes. And while we wait 5 minutes, you can actually wait 15 minutes or longer if you want, but just for this video, we're gonna wait 5. We're gonna talk about some stuff in between, and I have had some requests for a Q&A video. So if you wanna ask any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comment sections. I'm just kind of wiping my fingers off in the water I have over to the side. And I will be happy to answer your questions if I can. And I also thought it would be fun if you answered some questions that I have for you. And I will answer those as we go. So, okay, 5 questions I have for you girls. First of all, and you don't have to answer any of these, but just in general, number 1 would be, where do you live? And I'll tell you, I live in Southern California. Obviously, my husband doesn't think it's a great idea for me to like give you my specific address or anything, you know, because there's crazy people out there, not you girls, but you know, just in general, it's not wise to have everything out there online. So just in general, in a way that you feel comfortable, just tell me where you live, kind of vague description. Okay, next, something personal about you. Now you can skip this too, you don't have to tell anything personal, but something like your age, your hobbies, your work, or maybe if you're retired, what you used to do. So I'll tell you that about me. I'm 60 and I don't have that many hobbies. YouTube is one of my hobbies, but I also love to read. I've done videos on books that I've enjoyed. So I'm gonna show you a few of the things that I'm reading now, that I'm looking forward to reading, and that I've read recently. So here we go. Okay. I love the Alphabet Mystery Series from Sue Grafton. I'm on X, I just got it at Goodwill, it's used, and I'm about to start it, but I haven't started it yet. Now this is what I'm reading now. I'm reading 2 books at the same time. I'm reading Stalking Horse by Bill Shoemaker, that's another mystery, and I've never read anything by him before, but supposedly he's an ex-jockey, it was a really good one, and he's comparable to Dick Francis, if you like Dick Francis. I never read Bridget Jones' Diary. So I saw the movie, I saw this book at Goodwill, and I was like, oh my gosh, that looks fun. So I'm reading this, and it's hilarious. I just finished White Oleander. Oh my gosh, I could not put this down. It doesn't seem like it would be a very good book. It's about this girl that goes through the foster care system because her mother committed murder, and so it sounds really depressing. But it was so interesting and so dramatic. I loved all the characters. It was a beautifully written book. So if you haven't read White Oleander, if you want to try something new, give that a shot. We saw the specials on Bernie Madoff on TV recently, so I read this book, Madoff's Other Secret, and it's written by his former mistress. She lost all her money to him pretty much, so I think this was her way of recouping her losses. And it was very interesting. It was another take on the whole story. And then the last thing I read kind of recently was Almost French. And that's a fun autobiographical account of a young woman who was from Australia. She moved to France and eventually married her boyfriend. And it just tells about all the differences in culture. So I liked all those books. They were great. And that is my hobby. Okay, next. Your best vacation ever, or vacations. And I have to say, one of my best vacations was when my husband and I went to Europe last year, and I will link that in the description box or maybe at the end of this video. I did a packing video on that, and then I did a little review on that, and it was kind of like a trip of a lifetime. So that was one of my favorite vacations. Also, places you want to go. Well, I want to go back. I want to go back to Paris really bad. So I'd like to know what your favorite vacation was and where you would like to go in the future. And then the last question is your favorite beauty and makeup products right now. And right now, one of mine is this layered mask that I'm showing you. So if you have any fun new products that you've tried, that you've really liked, please tell me about those, and I would really appreciate it. And also ask me any other questions that you want to ask. Okay, it's time to take off my mask now. So I'll get my washcloth and just take it off. And I hope you can see the difference. My skin is a little bit rosier, and it's a little bit kind of more glowy, I think. And it just feels really soft. It feels more kind of cushiony, I guess. And I really love the results. So if you want to try it, I'll give you all the information. But as you can see, it didn't take that long, and it felt really good. And it was a nice way to kind of pamper myself that didn't take that long. Okay, so now I'm going to use a little skincare to kind of protect myself after the mask. This is Lip 6X Balm by Skinn. So I'm going to put a little bit of that on my lips. And that feels good. And then this is Enhancing Enriched Softening Essence. Can't even remember what it is. So you just take a few drops. It's clear like water. And you just kind of put that on your face. And it helps anything that you put on afterward be absorbed more deeply. Kind of opens up your pores, I guess, and readies them for your serums and your moisturizers. Okay, now the first thing is a little sample I got of Active Argan Stem Cell Elixir. And this came as a sample with the mask. So I'm gonna, oh man, there. I can't get anything out. It is a little tricky sometimes to get. Sorry, I made the camera joggle there. Okay, at least got a drop or so out. So I'm gonna put that away because it's so teeny. And I'm just gonna put that all over. It's a very light oil. It's not a greasy oil at all. And I like that as the first step after the mask. I might order some more. I like the sample a lot. And it's a pretty generous sample because you don't need too much. Okay, next I'm gonna use my Skinn Enlightened Radiance. This is the serum. So I'm taking 2 pumps of that all over. And next, the eye serum. And what this does is it has brightening and anti-aging properties, this whole little set. So I feel like if you get age spots, if you get sunspots, this is a nice system for mature women. It's on sale right now, and I love it. And then last is the Enlightened Radiance Moisturizer. I'm gonna put that all over my face, and then I'll be done. And I don't think I'm gonna have enough time to show you the products online, but I'll link them below. Okay, I'll give it a shot though. So, here is the layered facial. You can't really see, but it's on evine.com. And there's the Enlightened Radiance. That's also on evine.com. So thank you for watching, ladies. I love you. Be good to yourself and have a great day. Bye-bye.